Innovation is inevitable. Sometimes humans have to innovate to survive and to thrive. My mother was learning how to speak English with us and learning how to cook at the same time. So I had this very interesting border child coming of age, and I think food chose me more than I chose it.
Hi, Claudette.
Welcome. Come on in.
How are you? Good, good. Thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
We invited Claudette today to develop 5 new recipes inspired by 5 of the companies in the Invesco QQQ ETF. Microsoft, Qualcomm, PayPal, Monster Beverage, and Warner Brothers Discovery. An ETF is a collection of companies, and just like a recipe, it's only as good as all of its ingredients. The companies within the Invesco QQQ ETF are reimagining the future.
I tend to push myself to create something new in every opportunity that I have. So for this instance, I've never made any of these dishes. And the next time I look at it, I'll say, I should do that different. I should do that. How can I innovate again? How can I make the experience for everyone just a little bit better? I'm gonna walk you through the steps to make a delicious zarandeado and have fun with it. We're gonna color outside the lines, inspired by Microsoft. Zarandeado means to flip one way, the other way, one way, the other way. It sounds a little crazy to have a dish be inspired by a tech company, but it actually sent my creative flow in this very interesting journey. Every elder millennial, when they got computers rolled into their elementary school, usually got stuck in front of a mouse and the paint app. I have yellow corn, white corn, a green blend, and red fruit powder.
Microsoft is the largest software company in the world. It's been redefining the way that we express our creativity.
I wanted to see how innovation can still happen as an adult. How can I stay as childlike as possible? It's a wild place up here. Press it in 2 different directions, makes this beautiful kaleidoscope design. You can hear that sizzle immediately. This one's a little different, but every tortilla is perfect, no matter how different it looks. They all matter, kind of like humans. Here we have a carrot adobo. Put it on our brush and just start painting. A little bit of the adobo, and we're gonna get a little bit of the green. This is more like a watercolor. Computers and programs have changed how people are able to be creative, how they communicate. That's the point, right? In innovation comes a whole new generation of people that know how to do it a little bit better than the previous generation. I have a motto in my kitchen, it's cook it till it's cute. I'd say this is pretty dang cute. Next up, we have Qualcomm. My spin on a classic San Diego taco shop favorite, carne asada chips. Qualcomm's been doing it for a while. They've been in the chip world for a lot longer than most people know.
Qualcomm makes the chips that power our mobile devices. With over 250,000 patents, it's an incredible innovator in the industry.
Chips were a big part of our life. First cell phone I ever owned was a Qualcomm cell phone. And how can you say no to a chip with food on it? I like a tartare to be unconventional. Like myself, we're gonna go with a little yuzu kosho for the spice component. Being from the borderlands, we have a lot of Asian influence within our cuisine. At the table is where this beautiful marriage of community and cultures come together. It's this brotherhood, sisterhood, this shaking of hands that happens. We all benefit from that innovation. We all benefit from 2 cultures who see each other and see each other's struggles on a plate. Using proper weight distribution is important. Understanding a little physics. A big part of innovation is with understanding where it started, where you can take it. Now comes the fun part. San Diego is such a taco shop culture. Everything is a taco. We don't use spoons often. We don't use forks often. It all gets put onto a vessel, which is a tortilla, and that vessel goes in your mouth. And let the powder and the chips fall as they may. Now in this dish, I'm calling it I'm Possible, inspired by PayPal. If you don't know what flan imposible is, it is chocolate cake and flan custard in a dish, usually a cute little bundt pan. There's no way this math adds up. This math is not math. And the cake and the flan change places. This whole thing happens, and to me as a kid, this was magic. This one was a little bit of a nod to the very first time that I went on my own in my entrepreneurial journey and started my own pastry company. While everyone growing up told me that my current life wouldn't be possible, PayPal made it possible for me to be a professional entrepreneur, to take professional payments and invoices and billings and, be my business gal self. It made me feel legitimized, and it made me feel that I was moving us forward in my family and doing something for my kids. Make a shell around the mold. Woo! Moment of truth, cake goes in. I'm not swirling it, and what happens is the flan lifts the batter up. So now this goes into the oven, 350 degrees, water bath, about 30 minutes. What once was on the bottom is now on the top. We made the impossible possible, similar to how PayPal made my impossible dreams possible. Hi.
Hi, Claudette. This looks amazing.
Thank you. Monster energy drinks. This dish is all about energy. I tried to get inspiration by these indigenous ingredients that are currently being used and have been used for thousands of years. I tried to make a dish that was super nutritionally dense. I researched a lot about the Taramura people and the Raramuri women who run in sandals and in dresses across states. What they consume is essentially the most indigenous form of energy drinks. I have my mango, I have my aguachile base, and aguachile. Literal translation, water, chile. So I started riffing off, how can I make a dish have that same sense of electricity, of that like bringing yourself and your energy up. Beautiful, naturally cured trout roe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I get my energy from life, humans around me. We extra, we full extra. And those chia seeds already gelled, which is beautiful. And as you eat it, you pick up the piece of fish and you drag it through the sauce. The Warner Brothers Discovery dish is a nod to one of my favorite cartoon skits with some of my favorite characters in it. And it is a tasty mirage. Not everything you see is what it is. So here we are going to take incredible creative freedom. I didn't invent a croquette. I didn't invent onion fritter. Is it a carrot? Is it not a carrot? Really, it's a culinary adventure, but also kind of playful and like kid-like wonder. I have 2 kids, and everything that I do is at the root wanting them to think I'm cool. For me, food is one of those huge gateway moments. I can welcome and lure, like in the cartoons where you would see the smoke hand kind of guiding people and like that little finger coming, come here. Create something outside the box. Do something for your inner child. Is this dirt? Is this edible? How do I make dirt taste good? How do I pay homage to a beautiful duck? If you're a child of immigrants, your parents are always working. And in that journey of being ESL, my mother would plop us in front of the TV sometimes. We are from that generation. We would watch cartoons and laugh our butts off. Immediately, the visuals are there. I can close my eyes. I can hear the songs. I can see the cartoon. We have our smoked duck. I should finger gun it. We have our tumbleweeds running through and out off the plate. And we have our carrots. Come on in, ladies. I love that it's all girls. My legacy isn't my food. My legacy is the pride of where I come from and the pride of who we are as a culture and as humans. That for me is like, sets my nerd brain on fire.
Go for it.
I can deliver a plate and say nothing, and people eat for survival. Or I could deliver a plate with a story, and I'll have eyes with little hearts coming out of them.
Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Visit Invesco.com for a prospectus with this information. Read it carefully before investing.